Hi guys, Andy here, and I'm going to bring you all things Monday to makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I'm bringing you the best summer palettes. And I only have 10 of them. I stuck to my 10 rule. So if you want to see the 10 palettes that I think are summer vibes all the way, and what that means to me and where I live and all of that jazz, then let's get into it. Okie dokie. So for me, summer vibes is like two distinct things, is kind of what I grabbed here. One, color. Vibrant color. So just intense, vibrant pigment color is what I think of when I think of summer. And then also like neutrals, but like sandy, beachy neutrals. I have two palettes in here that lean neutral, and when we get to those, I think you'll understand when you see them, like, oh, I get it, I could see why those would be summer-esque. So, in spot number 10, also, for these palettes, I am going to try to use all 10 of these over the course of the next 3 months, at least one time. I'd love to be able to no pan left behind all of them, but like, that's asking a lot. Because I'm also trying to use my chopping block, plus the palettes I have on projects. So, no pan left behind in them I feel like is asking way too much, but I would like to use all 10 of these palettes at least once before the end of summer, so that I can revisit these. Maybe I would rank them differently at the end of summer, tell you my reviews, my feelings, and all of that. So in spot number 10, the bottom 5 I've never used. The top 5 I have used. In spot number 10, we have my Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. Not only does the packaging scream summer, I love Jawbreakers. I had an ex that could chomp through Jawbreakers. But, like, this is what I mean when I say vivid color. Like, to me, this just screams summer. It's giving circus in a good way. Like, I love all the options in here. Of course, that's its shade name. This shade here, the shade Fuck, that's giving summer. The shade Cute, the more like minty green, is giving summer. Like, all the shades are, but like those two specifically, pow! I've had this palette for almost 2 years and I've never used it, and that's a problem. And that's gonna change this summer. So, that's in spot number 10, and it's in spot number 10 because I've had it for so long and I've never touched it, and I don't know why. Because it's pretty, and I think it's pretty every time I open it and look at it. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute, and I never use it. In spot number 9, I have the Unearthly Spaced Out palette. Look at the mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I love them. They're so cute. Cute aggression. Does this bend? It do. So this is the color story. This was their summer mystery box last summer, maybe the summer prior, but I only picked up the small one. I wish I would have gotten the big mystery box, but I only got the small one, and this is what it looks like. So to me, this is giving like nighttime summer, because we have the darker tones, because like this is like summer during the day, you're out and about, cutesy, and this is giving summer at night, like date night, sexy, that. So yeah. The packaging gives summer. It also gives like circusy clown vibes, which when I think of clowns and circus and carnivals, like that's summer. Cotton candy, things like that. Ugh, I think of summertime. So this is so far down, because like I love the Unearthly formula, but I've had this for a year and I've never touched it, which is a problem. So we're gonna change that. In spot number 8, I just got this from DW at Dub's Beauty Diary in my most recent friend mail exchange. So this is the Glamlight Margarita palette. I love a strawberry margarita. I'm not a big drinker because of all the meds that I take. I really can't. And Margaritas are full of sugar, and as a diabetic, I can't have that. But every once in a while, like if we go to a Mexican restaurant, you bet your bottom dollar I'ma have me one. And I love strawberry. Strawberry is I can't do lime. Can't. Had a very bad experience with lime margaritas. But strawberry, I can do strawberry. There's a Mexican restaurant here in our town where they do like crazy flavored margaritas. Like they have blue raspberry and watermelon and lime. Well, lime's not crazy. Mango. They're blue raspberry. It was so good. And you can get them to go. You can take them home, which is wild to me. Anywho, sorry for the tangent. Can you tell I've had coffee? In certain videos, can you tell when I've had coffee? But this is the color story. And again, it's giving like the condensed, slightly brighter version of the Jawbreaker palette, which again, this color story just gives me summer vibes. I think that it's pretty. We also have a little bit of neutral, which is fine. But the colors just give summer vibes. The packaging, like you're going to be sipping a drink outside. Not that I go outside. But I just, the vibe. The vibes. In spot number 7, we have the Gourmand Girls Paradise Cove palette. This was in collaboration with Ladybug Glow. And the other palette is also in here way higher up because I've used that one and I like that color story better. But this is this color story, which this is darker. I have not used this one yet. I did just get this one April, I think. So I bought this because I loved the other palette so much and I think that this is a pretty color story and I felt like I was missing out because I didn't buy it when Ice Cream Beauty Box had the buy two. But this to me is also giving like beachy, at night, sexy, summer. We got these neutrals. I love the pop of yellow. Yellow to me gives summer. But yeah. So, I'm excited, to give this one a try because of how much I loved the other palette. And then our other and only other Jeffree Star palette, this is our first neutral one in here. This is the Thirsty palette, which I just got this in friend mail from DW, so I haven't used it yet, but that's okay. So do you see what I mean by like, this is neutral, but one, we have pop of color. We have a beautiful yellow, beautiful blues, and the peach. Peach to me, peach is summer. Like a bright peach is summer. I love that the peach in the Jawbreaker palette was the shade Fuck, and this one's the shade Bitch. That makes me, like, that's hilarious to me. But the neutrals in this palette just give, like, sand vibes. Like, we're at the beach. They're giving sandy neutrals. And so do these shimmers. Like, yeah, we have a silver. But all the other neutrals give sandy vibes. And so, like, this palette just gives beach to me without giving, like, mermaid or like seashells and things like that. Like it just gives like beach. And I like that. I think it's pretty. Because I do think you need some neutral options for the summer. Not that I like neutrals. But I'm starting to. And if we're going to talk about beach options, we have the ColourPop High Tide palette. Because like you can't have summer without some teal turquoisey shades. Like ocean, water, summer. Gonna go swimming, gonna go in a pool full of chlorine. I can't stand the smell of chlorine. It makes my, like, it'll make my nose tingle and itch, and then it gives me a headache. Like, I can't stand, which, like, does that mean like, is that an allergy? Is that how normal people react to chlorine? But I can't stand it. I can't stand, like, I love swimming, but pools trigger my migraines so badly, but I love this palette. It is one of the only ColourPop palettes, I think I only have 2 that I kept completely intact from my ColourPop video, that I did not move anything around, and this is one of them because it's just, it's beautiful. It's giving everything I want it to give. Then our only other, like, truly kind of neutral palette is the Natasha Denona Yucca palette. And to me, this screams summer because, again, it's just giving that, like, more sandy vibe. And, like, we have the greens for grass and growing and plants. plants or summertime. Like, they can be spring too, but this is definitely, to me, not a spring palette. This, to me, is like summer into fall. It's a nice, like, transitional palette. Like, if you do your makeup seasonally, which I don't. My brain doesn't work that way. I understand why people do their makeup seasonally, and I love watching people who do, but I just can't. But this, to me, is giving, like, summer into fall. But I just think it's really, really pretty. And I've already almost no pan left behind this palette. I only think I have, like, 3 shades left to use. So if I do my one look, prerequisite one look, I'll have this one done. Same with this one. I've already used this one this year. So those should get completed. Then we got a big guy. The Glamlight Barbie Dream Summer. So one, the packaging. Swimsuits, beach, ocean, swimming, summer. But this one also is giving dark. It's giving... So there's still vibrant shades, but they are darker. And so it's giving, like, date night. It's giving beach, sunset, which I need. I think you still need some dark shades when it comes to the summertime. I think you can still rock those. I've only used this palette once, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to use it again. This is one I'd love to no pan left behind, but it's such a big palette that it would take me a hot minute to do that. But who knows? I have the whole summer. Maybe if I start with this palette, this and Jawbreaker, and then just, work my way around. In spot number 2, we have the Gourmand Girls and Ladybug Glow El Camino palette. This is the other one, and to me, this color story just is more summery, which I think is because of the pinks, the peachy pinks. And I did hit pan in Alibi. It was in my Pan the Alphabet. And I'm very, very proud of that beautiful big pan, because I don't hit pan in shades. I just don't. The only shade I didn't really enjoy in this palette was Disillusion, and that's just because it's just like a normal shimmer. Whereas these are beautiful, like, multi-chrome kind of textured shades. But the mattes are beautiful. Personally, I could take all matte palettes from them and I would be happy because they're gorgeous. And then spot number 1, we have my Unearthly Don't Be Jelly palette. Again, ocean vibes. The mattes in here are giving dark nighttime, but also we have some bright pops of color. But I really brought this in. One, I love this palette, but to me it's giving summer because of these shimmers. These bright, sparkly, just easy shimmers. And I feel like this is such an easy palette where, like, quad, 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 and go. Get out of here. And sometimes, I know for a lot of people, you want just easy makeup, and you can even make it easier than that. 2 shades on the lid, 2 shades on the lid, and get out of here. So I think that that's really useful. I have no pan left behind this, I think. I might not have used all the shimmers yet, but I had it in a project. I've used all of the mattes. 5 times each or 10 times, something. I've used all the mattes a good amount of times each. And I hate this matte. It's awful. But the palette otherwise is fantastic. I love this mint. This mint, being forced to use it however many times it was in that project for, made me re-fall in love with mint. Because I didn't like it before that. So, that's wild. But yeah, that is going to do it for my best summer palettes. Let me know, what do you think? Is this a acceptable summer color story? You'll be seeing these palettes quite a bit over the next few months. Because like I said, it's my goal to use them all at least once. We'll see. Because especially those 5 that I haven't used. Because if I don't use these top 5... it wouldn't be the end of the world to me, because I have used them before. I do know my feelings. I could give you my review on them. I'm more concerned with using these bottom 5, but I would still like to get at least one look out of all of these, because, we have 3 months. That's 90 days. Granted, I don't do makeup on the weekends. And I don't do makeup every day of the week, every week, because, life. So we'll see, but let me know what you think. Are any of these palettes your most favorite palette? Are any of these your least favorite palette? Do you have big feelings on any of these? I'd love to know. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.